Friends, let us have an intro talk on statistics. This statistics topic is only for civil and mechanical branches. The marks allotted are 16 marks. So some basic concepts of statistics are certain data is given to you. Now for our understanding, data could be the marks of students, the data could be the population in a certain area, the data could be year-wise population in an area, etc. So we will be given a type of data. Now data can be divided into two parts, raw data and grouped data. Now what does raw data mean? Suppose marks of 10 students are given to us. Now 10 is a very small number and no further tables can be made out of 10 students. So such a data is known as the raw data. But when the data is of very large volume, for example, in a class of 60 students, the marks of a certain subjects are given. So we need to form table in that case. So we call that as the grouped data. We write the data in the tabular form. Now data can be divided into two parts, raw and grouped data. Now again grouped data can be divided into two parts, discrete series or discrete data and continuous series or continuous data. Now let us see what it means. So in this example, the marks of 10 students are given. As you can see, this is an example of raw data. So the marks are given, and as you can see that the marks are of very less number of students, so we cannot make any table out of that. So we use the data as it is and do the processing. That is known as the raw data. Look at the example number 2. This is an example of discrete data. This is in tabular form. You can see that there are 20 students and their marks are given. Now naturally we need to write these in tables, right? So marks obtained of the students at 5, 10, 13, 15 and 18. And the number of students are given 2, 4, 4, 5, 5. The total will be 20. Look at the heading of the table. The first column will have heading XI, and how you read it. The first entry in that column will be X1, the next will be X2, the next will be X3 and so on. The second column has FI. The heading is FI. The number of items, the number of students is FI. So F1, F2, F3, F4 and F5. So there are 5 entries here. The total of that column, the total of column of Fi is denoted by the symbol N, capital N. Alright. Now let us think about the continuous data. Look at this now. The class intervals given are 0, 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40 and 40, 50. The frequencies are 10, 9, 2, 11 and 4. The sum of that column is equal to n equal to 36. Now the first column is known as the column of class intervals. Now we can see that this is a paper of 50 marks and that are divided into 5 class intervals. Each class interval is of width 10, and when you look at the frequency column, what you understand is that 10 students are scoring marks between 0 and 10, 9 are scoring between 10 and 20 and so on. The total of that column is n, which is equal to 36 in this example. Now when you take the midpoint of every class interval, the column will be called as xi. Remember in the earlier case, xi was the first column. Now we are making xi here by taking the class intervals, by using the class intervals and their midpoints. So how do you find the midpoint of first class interval? 0 plus 10 upon 2 is 5. So that is the first entry in the xi column. Same way 10 plus 20 upon 5 is 15. That is the entry in the second place in xi and so on. that is known as the xi, and this xi will be used for further calculations. Sometimes we need to find CF, but CF you have learnt in earlier classes. In this semester we will not be needing CF. In the last semester you have also learned arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean, it is also called as average. Plainly it is known as AM also. It is denoted mathematically as x bar, average x bar, and we know we have been doing x bar since our childhood. What is the average of Dhoni's one-day matches, ODIs, right? So that average data we know how it is calculated. We take the total and divide by the total number of items. So for raw data, how do you find x bar? Look at this. The formula is summation xi upon n. That is for raw data. For grouped data, if you remember, group data has two parts, discrete and continuous. For both of them, the formula is x bar equal to summation fi xi upon n. Look at that symbol, summation sigma. Okay, those who are using MS Excel, they must have seen this symbol in the icons. Summation is used to take the total. So total of fi xi upon n. And we have learned this in high schools, so let us not talk much on them. So that's all. Our actual syllabus will start from the second lecture, measures of dispersion.